Why should Republican voters in Iowa, more than half of whom say that they're either evangelicals or born-again Christians, why should they choose you over Ted Cruz?
Well, I'll tell you what, I have formed a great bond in Iowa. I'm doing very well with the evangelicals. I'm Protestant, I'm Presbyterian. I have a great bond with the evangelicals, and by the way, with the Tea Parties, and you see that in your polls. I'm doing very well with them.
Why should they pick you over Cruz?
Because I think that I will be much better on illegal immigration. I will be much better on security. I will be much better on the military. I will be much better on the economy. I mean, the economy is my thing.
Let me ask you about immigration, because Cruz says that he's tougher than you when it comes to immigration. Your policy is you want to deport all of the illegals out and then let what you call the good ones back in. He says if you're deported, you never get back in.
He's changed. What he's done is he also said the other day for the first time, we have to build a wall, we have to build a wall. He never talked about building a wall.
He campaigned on that in 2012.
Well, I don't know, 2012. I can tell you for this whole cycle, he just mentioned it 3 days ago. Look, I'm going to build a wall, we're going to have a strong border, we're going to get people out, and you know, when you start the process, everyone else leaves. The good ones, they will go through a process like everyone else, and they'll come in, but they have to come in legally. Not citizenship, but they have to come in legally. That's much tougher than Ted. Ted was actually weak on illegal immigration, and that's why he and Rubio have been fighting who was stronger. But they were both weak on it, actually. Nobody can compete with me on illegal immigration. Nobody.
Now, there's also the question which you have raised in the last few days about whether or not Ted Cruz is a natural-born American citizen.
I didn't raise it. The Washington Post raised it. They asked me a question. I said, I really don't know. I know he was born in Canada. I think he was a Canadian citizen, along with maybe he had a joint, but he was a Canadian citizen.
Joint American and Canadian.
He had a joint citizenship. And what I told Ted to do is go into court for declaratory judgment, because, you know, you can't run. I'm talking about from his standpoint, not from my. I did not bring this up. Washington Post brought it up.
I know, but people say you're trolling him, and you're under the guise of helping him, you're sticking him the knife.
No, I'm not. What he should do is ask for declaratory judgment, because you know what?
But he says it's not an issue, and in fact, when you raised it, he posted a video of the Fonz jumping the shark.
Okay, that's just games. Look, that's just games.
I mean, he's kind of laughing at it.
Chris, he's not laughing. He's taking it very seriously. He should take it very seriously. And I don't want, you know what? I think I'm going to win. I don't want to beat him this way. I'm just saying, in my opinion, and you've already seen it, the Democrats are going to bring a lawsuit. If it's Ted, the Democrats are going to bring a lawsuit. He's got to have this thing worked out.
Honestly, do you have any doubts that Ted Cruz is a natural-born American citizen?
I don't know. I really don't know. It depends. Does natural born mean born to the land, meaning born on the land? In that case, he's not. But nobody knows what it means. And it hasn't been adjudicated, and it hasn't gone to the Supreme Court. And I'm only saying this, and I speak well of Ted. I'm only saying that Ted has to get this problem solved. Because if he's running against a Democrat and they bring a lawsuit, he's got a hell of a thing over his head. President Obama has been hitting the Second Amendment, and he would like to hit it very hard. Number one, you shouldn't do it through executive order. You should get together with the Republicans and the Democrats and work something out. And that's the way it's supposed to be done, not by the signing of an executive order. Now, he's done executive orders. He's done it on the border. He's done it all over the place. I mean, I don't think does he meet with anybody anymore? All he does is sign executive orders. The one on the border was just overturned, and who knows what's going to happen, but it's a big legal mess. But you got to get the people in a room, and you got to talk to them and cajole them and see if you can do something.
Chris Wallace, with just 22 days till the voting starts in Iowa.